And rolling up and down the fingers. And into the palm. And we'll add to the pinky. And the thumb. Down to the wrists. And up to the knuckles. And we're going to leave the ball. Are we? No, we're going to take it into one hand and squeeze. And release, and then the other. And release, and then the first. Release it back to the other. And let's go up in the air with it. Three, two, one, and down on the floor. Just how the feet feel. Stepping the ball right in the middle of the foot and press down 3 times. Move up to the knuckles and press down once on each. Roll across the knuckles. Bring the ball to the middle of the foot and wiggle the toe. Bring the ball to the crease between the knuckles and the toes and press the toes into the ball. Raise them up and separate. Press again. Wiggle again. And scribble. Three, two, one. Release, reassess, repeat. 3 times. Knuckles. Roll across. Middle of the foot and wiggle. Press. Separate. Press. Wiggle. And scribble. Three, two, one. Get the ball out of the way. Reassess and shake the tree. Three, two, one. The center. Twist it away. Swing the arm. And center, we're gonna do Michael Wynn's energy grounding exercise, moving the hands up and down the front of the spine as we shift the weight from one channel to the other. Going up on the toes and then down on the heels as the weight shifts. Hands expanding a little with each motion. And 3, 2, 1. Let's take some forward steps. And then elbow towards the opposite knee. And slap the opposite heel. And slap it behind. And then take a cross step with a punch and a twist. And then we're gonna walk or march or jog. Right. So today, we go back to basics, doing some pushes and some lunges and some squats, and some bridges, and various modifications. We will have those squats. Give them enough sprint. And we got yin yoga in the after class. Want to get going. Of course, you can do what you're doing. You must be safe. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. $29 and 30. Couple of breaths. Interlace the fingers. Raise the hands up over the head. Reach up if you can. If your toes are on the, if you're on your toes, come down and bend back if you can. Back to center. Drop one hand. We'll reach that way with the other. And then go the other way. Come on back to center and lace the hands again. Drop them to the chest and press out. Come on down, bring one arm up top, the other on the bottom. If you need to, use a strap or a belt. Otherwise, grab the one hand with the other and pull in opposite directions. And then reverse the position of the hands. And do the same. And then come on up and shrug. Bring your fingers to the shoulders, rotate the elbows forward. And back. Extend the arms, tap the shoulders. And then extend the arms and give yourself a big air hug. Breathe in, extend the arms all the way back and hold the breath. Air hug with the other arm on top. Extend. Let's do one more set each way. One arm behind the back, press down and in on the elbow. And then the other. Grab both elbows, rock side to side. Extend one arm, fingers up, pull back. Fingers down. Flop the wrist and keep flopping. And then circle it in one direction 5 times. And then the other. Other hand, fingers up. And down. Flop. And circle 5. And the other way. And now let's rotate the head and neck. Go the other way. Nod. And go get a shoulder. tuck in your chin, and peck like a pigeon. Bring your hand over your head, cup the opposite ear, look up with your chin up towards the ceiling and your eyes looking out of the side of your eye socket towards the ceiling. Then tuck your chin towards your collarbone and look down towards the ground. Same thing the other way. Looking up. And collarbone and down. Mono. Let's do side lunge. Go the other way. And come on up and grab a stick. We'll do the dynamic stick routine, starting with dynamic swimmers. Switch directions. Overhead. And then behind the back. At the waist. I'm going to hinge at the waist, drop the stick to the back of the knees, right above the knees. Bring the hands around front between the knees. Keeping the spine neutral, pull up. And then bring the stick around front. Hold on with two hands at or near the top. Step back. Hinge at the waist and stretch the shoulders. And upper body. Relax. Come on up, bring the stick across the body with one hand. The other goes underneath the armpit, grabs the shoulder, hinge at the waist, and tug gently. And then bring the stick to the other side. Alaska, you're late. I hope you have a note from your mother. Yes. Tugging from that side. Come on up, bring the foot to the side of the stick to the side of the foot. Push out with the top hand, pull in with the bottom. Same thing in the other direction. Bring the stick in front of 1 foot, which is about 6 inches away. Drop it to the collarbone, slide down the stick, raise the heel, and wiggle it if you can. Same thing with the other foot. And then come on up and bring the first foot, sole of the first foot against the stick. And then the other. And the stick up through the side with one hand. One leg comes forward, you're on the ball, and balls of the feet on the one and behind you. And come down to stretch the hip flexors. And then go the other way with both feet. Come on up. Grab 1 foot by the shin, ankle, or toes. And stretch the quads. Then the other. Bring the first foot in front by the ankle or toes and push the knee back as you hinge slightly at the waist. And then the other. And come on up, bring your stick in front, hold on with 2 hands. One hand, a finger or two, we're going to come up on our toes for the count of 15 and a half. "13, 14, 15, half." And then back on the heel. And hold. "13, 14, 15, and down. All right, let's put the stick down. And we are going to do back to basics. We're going to start with the push. And as I keep telling people, push up against the wall is a perfectly valid exercise. Put your palms against the wall, about shoulder height. Come in, push back. Come in, push back. Great exercise you can do anytime you see a wall in front of you. 4. I'm gonna do 5 of these. You can do up to 10, then take a break. But second way to do it is against the countertop. I'll use my desk here. Again, 45 degrees, a little bit harder. 3, 4, and 5. And then I'm going to do 5 more on the floor on the knees. 1, 2, do whatever feels right for you. 3, 4, 5, course, you can do toes, but we won't today. But while we're down here, let's do a bridge. Now, I'm going to incorporate some diaphragmatic breathing with this bridge. So what we want to do is bring the heels up towards the glutes. Hands are by the side. And as we're coming up, we're breathing through our nose down into the belly. I want to see those, well, I won't see them because I'm facing the ceiling, but you want to see that belly expand and then the air go up into the chest, right through to the collarbone, and hold for a second, and then exhale, bringing the stomach muscles towards the navel. So we're going to inhale and exhale. Watch that stomach recede. Inhale. Exhale. We'll do 5 of these. And come down. And we'll get up.
Not sure I understand.
Yeah, you don't have to understand Siri. And now we're going to do some squats. But many ways to do squats again. Just our regular sit and stand. That's a squat. You can do a regular squat going down as low as you possibly can. You want to move the hips back. You want to make sure your hips are back and your knees are not over your toes as you do a squat. So I'm going to do 10 of these. So feel free to do a sit to stand. 5, I think 6, 7. I'm doing slower than we do when we do the rapid squats. And 1 more. Take a couple of breaths, and we're going to do a stationary squat. Again, you can do this just hovering over a chair. You want to go as low as you can feel comfortable with, and then hold. You're going to hold for 20. If you're not doing it over a chair, probably want to move your feet a little bit further apart and point it out at about 30 degrees. Then you usually do a squat with. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. And then we're going to do some lunges. You can do these holding onto a counter or a chair with both hands. Go down as low as feels comfortable. You can do it, on the side of a chair, holding on with 1 hand. This is as far as you can go. That's fine. Come back. But ideally, your knee is just above the ground. That's ideally. Doesn't have to be. When you get there, we work there. We're going to do 5 on each side. That's 4, I believe. 5. And then the other. And take a couple of breaths to come back to normal. We're doing 4-4-6-2 with movement this week. I'm gonna do 5 rounds. So it's count of 4 up, overhead. Clasp your fingers together, make a point with your index finger, hold for 4. Come down to the count of 6. And then hold for 2 before repeating. We'll do 5 rounds. Here we go. And we'll rub the hands together. Forming that chi ball. And centering. 2 breaths. Again, use that diaphragm. Bend the belly. And open your heart. Pause. Exhale and send it out. And center with 2 breaths. And bring down heaven and chi. And gather it up. And
Thanks, Tom.
you're welcome, Mira. Take care.
You too.
Stay dry.
Yes, stay dry, Tom.
I will. You too. Thank you, Nina.
Thanks.
I'll
Bye-bye.
stay dry. I'll stay dry if you give me a drink first.
Hmm.
You know that song, How Dry I Am?
Hmm.
How dry I am.
Okay.
Sorry, Tom. Thanks a lot.
Have a good one. Take care.
Two, thank you.
I will. Alaska, we're gonna do the yin yoga. Yes, we are. We're gonna start by getting on the, well, actually, we got, yes, wait a second, hold on, don't go anywhere. We gotta read something.
Quote,
Yeah, we got a quote. Timer. Inside timer. Well-being is attained by little, and nevertheless is no little thing itself, said Zeno of Citium.
was the one who had the paradox.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that you have to, if you shoot an arrow toward a target, it can't get there because it has to go halfway. And in order for it to go halfway, it has to go half that way. And it has to go all the way down so that in reality, the arrow doesn't leave the bow. It's a paradox. Thank you, Tom.
I am going to be mulling that all day. Paradox.
Only with the cider. Thank you.
All right, good night, thank you. Good,
Good.
good. Yeah, have a good sleep.
Yeah.
All right. We're headed to the floor. Gotta get the timer. Timer. Start. Put on the original sound. Increase volume. And cat position. Something didn't start. There we go. Cobra. Cat. Come on, heels. Child's pose. downhill. We're at the middle. We're at the middle. Dragon. Dragon. Swan. Oh, lion swan. Sleeping swan. Whatever. Swan. Knees to chest. Corpse. Knees to chest. And corpse. that right? And that will be all for today.